Right after college, I was actually working in construction.
Are there days where you miss that work?
Sometimes, just because, the hours are pretty decent. We're normally getting off 2 or 3 in the afternoon, which isn't that bad.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of CISOs Making Cocktails, where we mix signature drinks with stories from the world of security. My name is Ryan Kazanciyan, CISO at Wiz, and I'll be your host for today's session. Today, I am joined by Andrew Cowell, CISO at WestCap. Welcome, Andrew.
Thanks for having me today, Ryan.
And then we've got Vernon, our amazing bartender and mixologist.
Good evening, gentlemen.
What are we going to be having today?
Well, today we're going to have a Malwarerita.
Amazing.
Kind of take on a margarita, but specifically for y'all two gentlemen.
Excellent.
Looking
forward to trying it. So, as a CISO at WestCap, tell me a little bit, how does your day typically start?
Ideally, not too many fire drills, at least not to start the day. The very first thing I grab when I wake up is my phone to check to make sure nothing broke in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I definitely know that feeling. What was your first job closer to tech, I guess?
I was actually working at AppleCare division, which kind of allowed me to start seeing what are the issues that end users have, how do we resolve them.
Gentlemen, here are your Malwareritas.
Thank you so much.
A little bit of tequila in there with the agave, and just so much triple sec to bring it right where it needs to be.
Amazing.
I hope y'all don't mind the salt rim.
No, salt rims, you have to have that for Margarita.
Thank you.
All right, cheers. Thank you, Vernon.
Cheers to you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
That's really good. So, looking at your role now, if you weren't in security, what would you be doing?
I guess before I really got into security, I was really going down the route of network engineering. And I think if I weren't doing anything IT related, I'd probably just do something more towards construction management or overall project management.
What's one thing that makes a day at work great for you?
I think just working across with my peers, as well as collaborating with other CISOs, understand what the challenge is, and then come out, get that feeling of reward and victory that we've actually solved the problem.
One of the challenging things I think about security is that you're constantly trying to manage risk. What's one of the ways that you try to focus on celebrating wins with your team?
I'm a little old school that I still write everything in a paper and pen notebook. I'll just write, these are the tasks that we're looking to accomplish. This is the must-have, this is the nice-to-have, and then kind of rewarding and celebrating when we actually get through it.
You've been in this role for quite a while now. How do you manage stress?
Runs in the morning just to get away from it all.
Nice. So that's your way of unplugging, running, screen-free.
Yeah, I don't even run with music. So I just go totally digital. I typically just leave my phone in my car.
That's impressive.
I think it's one of the things my wife tries to tell me is less screen time.
Any CISO in the last year and a half has probably worked on AI-related projects nearly every day.
Yeah, I think AI is unique to where it's similar to machine learning. It started off as the big buzzword, and now it's, if you're not doing AI, then you're behind the bell curve.
When the current age of LLMs came to be, there was a lot of concern that it would equip attackers to be tremendously more efficient and effective. Has that panned out, or do you think that was overly pessimistic?
I think partially overly pessimistic. Yes, so I think attackers evolved, of course, but they're always going to evolve. As the attackers evolve, we are as well.
There's much talk always of the security skills gap. Have you found innovative ways to draw people into security from other backgrounds just as your own?
Yeah, I think it's something that I take this from when I was in the military. If you're right place, right time, right attitude, you're 80% of the way. We've brought some individuals that have more of an IT focus, and it's been worthwhile because they also bring in different perspectives.
Do you think the CISO role has fundamentally changed in the last 5 years?
Major differences, we're now having to take a bigger look at the financial equation. We're now moving towards having a true business wearing hat versus just a risk hat.
If you were to meet yourself when you first became a CISO, give yourself one piece of advice, what would that be?
That's a good question. I would tell myself, take it a day at a time. Don't try to overthink, and just make sure to collaborate with your stakeholders early. It makes the rest of the process easier.
When you look at the qualities of a good CISO, what are the things you think are most important?
I think they have to have the ability to communicate, the ability to lead, and then just have the willingness to learn and understand the threats of both the business as well as the technology and merge the two together.
Given that there's always something new to worry about, what's one thing you say makes you optimistic about where things are going?
I think there's a lot of innovation. We're still seeing a lot of people go out there and start new companies to achieve the next solution versus just saying we're done, we've achieved success.
All right. Well, Andrew, thank you so much for joining us today. Vernon, thank you so much for your amazing Malwarerita. And that's a wrap for today's edition of CISOs Making Cocktails. Thank you all for joining us today.